We can literally go for 500,000 right now.
Steals and deals.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they hit 500K right now, sleep outside.
Bro, Kai is fuck. Yo, just wrap up this subathon now, bro. Nah. He's getting desperate, bro. He's getting desperate.
Matching subs right now. I owe y'all 1,500 out of what? 6,000. We almost there. We are at the final hour of the subathon. Technically not the final hour of the subathon. This ends at day 30 if the timer goes off. If that timer hits 0, I'm repeating to everybody. If that timer hits 0, chat, the stream ends. But if it don't hit 0, it continues.
We don't got the money. Don't be trying to force us to get you all these subs, man. Like, yeah, I do see like the begging for subs thing, man. Hey, yo. It's your boy Jared. How y'all doing today, man? What we got today? What video we reacting to, man? We got Cenat's Mafiathon 3. Is it living up to expectations? Ooh. Hold on. I thought Kai was cooking with Mafiathon 3. It started off on a crazy high. He got all these celebrities, bro, and I've been loving it. Although a lot of them aren't really celebrities I care for. We know who I need to see on there. I need to see Victorious on there. I need to see Jace Norman, like Harry Danger. I need to see Zach. I saw a video someone did like a little prank, said, "Oh, Zach and Cody's on there." I was like, "Yo, I was ready to tune in, bro. I need to see them boys over there. That would be tough." But everybody else is like, "Okay, cool." Some other celebrities and shit. Yeah. I haven't followed up with the Mafiathon 3 things at all, but what seems to be the problem? Let's get right into it, because I don't know. I really haven't been. I assumed it was doing crazy because I still seeing like 100K people live on there. So let's find out. Shit.
I ain't gonna lie, the Mafiathon thing that Kai doing right now, that's boring as. And y'all be saying DDG
boring.
DDG is not boring. Kai is boring as.
Mafiathon 3 is not giving what I needed to give. Like, I don't want to watch Kai be a celebrity. I want to watch Kai be Kai.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like the reason Mafiathon or Kai, Cenat, little stream is not going off how it should is because streaming is becoming oversaturated. And it's like, it's not entertaining no more. That's why I don't watch no streamers, because it's like, why would I sit there on my phone or TV or whatever watching a regular person, regular human being for 24 hours.
For the most part, you can tell who's the genuine guest.
I mean, yeah, but I think that's really just because of your age. You know, you got bills to pay. Madam, I imagine you got life happens. I don't imagine any grown adult really has the time to sit and watch anybody's stream or anybody's life for the next even 2-3 hours is a stretch, bro. That's a stretch. I can't really sit and watch a stream. I don't have the time. And I'm not even like super busy, bro. But life happens, man. You got work to do. After work, bro, you even got time. You got so many other stuff to deal with. Bro, nobody has time. But that's the thing, you're an adult, though. That's different. These streams, bro, is for the kids, man. You know, I don't think the kids out here complaining. You know, they ain't got anything better to do.
Like Marlon, Ray J, etc. But for the rest of them, no. They all up there trying to promote what they got going on, bro. God, get the guests out of here. They're trying to promote.
Cenat is looking to do the impossible in this year's version of Mafiathon, his take on what a subathon is. And on the way, people have been very critical about the stuff that's being placed onto screen for them to view. Now, there's a growing sentiment that the streaming bubble is going to burst. We've covered it on this channel before. And that does mean that Cenat may be susceptible to some of the same things that we claimed other streamers are going through in 2025. This conversation.
I really don't think the streaming bubble is going to burst. I think, yeah, the streamers are breaking down, because we've covered this along with him as well, right? This whole streaming bubble thing. I think the streamers themselves are breaking down because they're like, yo, they can't keep up. It's unsustainable providing constant entertainment on stream live. But I don't think the audience is going anywhere per se. What I think is happening with the people complaining, like I mentioned earlier, people are growing up and they're just growing out of it. But there will always be kids, and there will always be the young generation who, again, have nothing to do and are ready to watch a stream for 24 fucking hours. So yeah, no, I don't think it's dying. I don't think it's bursting, but I think the streamers are just, no, I think they're just losing their mind mentally because that shit is hard to keep up with.
A lack of energy from the Clover Boys, that the celebrities are on the stream and they aren't doing a darn thing, that begging for subs is not necessarily the route to go, and that overall there's just a general fatigue of these big overproduced streams.
I've seen no good clips of the Mafiathon. And it's actually, like, I've seen maybe like the Jonas Brothers, cool, Marlon Wayne, cool, but like other clips, it's just straight chaos, straight yelling at each other, straight crashing out, Kai being upset about the outcome of everything. Like, I just keep seeing little clips of like crash outs, them just yelling at each other for no reason, Kai being upset, aggravated, and his energy is just not the same as the other Mafiathons. Like, his energy is just getting like, wrap this shit up right now.
Let's take a look at some of the people's complaints and see if we can find out if Mafiathon 3 is a failure and if this is an indication as to what is going on in the WL black side of streaming going forward into the future. I think one of the main problems that people are having in this conversation is that they were so ramped up off of the high of Kai's past streams, and they're using that as a comparison tool for what's to come into the future. I'm a numbers man, and when I pull up the charts, it seems as though Kai is either on pace or even outpacing his past streams over the last few years, like comparing it to Mafiathon 2. So if the numbers are there, it has to be something greater. Maybe it's a quality problem. Maybe that's what people are saying.
Now, I don't be in your streams 24/7. Nor do I really even be in them bitches. I just be seeing clips, but everybody saying your shit look the same because of the clips. Kai Cenat mad at Reggie. Rakai did something crazy. It's the same shit over and over.
When it comes to the quality of the stream, there's been an ongoing conversation about who Kai has featured on his streams. There's two separate paths to go into this conversation. One, there is a guest issue. Everybody's starting to understand that Kai Cenat is a big name, big face in all of social media, all of mainstream media, all of these communities. And to be honest with you, he is a perfect place and space for you to get an ad off, whether it's music, whether it's a movie that you're working on, whatever production or project that you have going on. It is a great place for you to go to, get a lot of views, and ultimately promote your brand. But that kind of takes away from what people thought was the genuineness of the guest.
This Mafiathon ain't really hitting. It feels like the last Mafiathon, but a remix. The first one, yeah, they had celebrities come in, but now it feels like everybody's coming in for like a promo run. Like, it's people that like, they come and then they drop something like right when they show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand people got things to sell, but it feels like they're coming on Kai's stream to literally just sell something, and that's kind of alarming to me. I'm not jacking it. It feels like they're just using it.
Now, Kai has become the person that you kind of have to come and sit down with if you want to enter the streaming world, if you kind of want to get lit, if you want people to see your face, if you got a project going on. And I feel like it's kind of translating, especially because a lot of the people that are showing up are only there for maybe 30 to 45 minutes at a time.
Now, there are times in which the blend can be made and it actually fit pretty well. Like when Marlon
Really? That's interesting. So it's not even like they're spending the whole day with Kai or nothing. Just like, oh, they just come in 30 minutes. Oh, yo, y'all need to check out this new album I got going on. Y'all need to check out this new project I got. That's shitty. That's shitty. So it's not even like you're trying to really entertain the guests or at least answer a few questions like, oh, things people might be curious about. Maybe they'd do that, but 30 minutes? Yeah, it seems like you came here to promote your stuff and leave. You were really trying to be homie with a Kai.
Things came on, it was a very funny and interactive moment, one that I think a lot of people like the clips from. But he was also putting out some sort of project. It kind of made sense. He had a project, he's funny, they had a genuine blend and bond.
And that worked. That works. I think that's fine. I think Marlon stayed for a while, I believe. I saw a lot of clips with Marlon. And like, that made sense because it's like, okay, equal value exchange. Of course, it's not just he's gonna come on here and make everybody laugh and not get anything out of it, you know. He's gonna have to get something out of it, but at least he came in and he entertained and he did his thing. Equal value exchange. It seems like the rest of the crew that's coming, they're not really giving Kai anything. They're just here to get something out of Kai.
Went together. Then there seems to be sometimes where there's a random celebrity that comes on and really they just have no purpose to be in there, but Kai just genuinely finds them funny, or the space is kind of funny, kind of like Ray J or whatever. And this is very foundational for streaming and content creation. Content creation and streaming and YouTube videos, Instagram, all that stuff is supposed to be this genuine and authentic conversation between people. You know, it almost feels like there's this community going on, that parasocial effect. It doesn't seem like this overproduced, pay to win type of program program like major network news, television shows, etc., etc. So I think a lot of people have problems when fourth walls are being broken down or when it lacks a little bit of authenticity in that regard, like when you go on the Jennifer Hudson show or whatever the case may be. Now, I get why somebody would do it, but it takes away from, you know, being in a room, taking the hot chip challenge, and I feel like I'm connecting with you because you're doing it too. I think another big problem that people are observing is not just the celebrities that are on the stream, but his friend group that is on the stream. I saw a note about there being a lack of A&P, which I understand that they have a lot of stuff going on. That's one of his groups, but he does have the Clover Boys. But, and we've covered it.
Yeah, like, I feel like people would have enjoyed Mafiathon 3 more if AMP was in there, and there's really no AMP. And these Clover Boy niggas, man, they're just too thugged out. I don't like, maybe not say thugged out, but man, goddamn, bro, these niggas are just ratchet as fuck, man. Like, no composure, just yelling every 2 seconds, bro. Everything they want to yell about or fight about or go crazy. Like, come on, man. That fucking dumbass Dez dude. The fact that he still has this brother on, even after he couldn't control his mouth, using the F slur, all crazy, bro. If that wasn't a sign to cut off your friends, bro, I don't know what else you need, bro. But yeah, where's AMP? Why don't we have AMP out here?
A little bit different. It just, I don't know.
It doesn't hit.
It's a lot going on.
90% of the time, it feels like Kai's babysitting his friends, blue-eyed.
Don't have that problem with
people,
AMP.
but they all can't get their act together. Somebody's either fighting, somebody's crashing out, somebody's beefing.
I feel like at this point, Kai should just like kick them out because you spoke to Ray how many times? Everybody else want to sleep. Everybody else want to get high. Reggie got a health issue. Just send them all home.
Now, I've covered the Clover Boys before in a previous video, and there's been a couple incidents that have definitely had people scratching their head. You know, the fight that they went on with the whole Dez and Rakai situation where Dez literally dropped a slur, almost getting Kai
multiple times
off of the platform. And then their sudden addiction to weed that's just taking over their whole lives. But now today there's a new thing. There's a lack of energy in the vicinity that the Clover Boys are in, and it's even being noticed by Cenat himself.
If you don't want to do it, Ray, if you dead ass don't want to do it and you don't want to, and you want to sleep, then go sleep. I'm gonna go find somebody else. I'm gonna just find people that want to do it. That's what I'm gonna do. If that's what you want, if you want to sleep, because that's how you moving. You feel me? And I'm not gonna say no, I have no hard feelings. But if that's what you want to do, that can be it.
Only thing wrong with Kai's Mafiathon.
Say he's putting in no effort. I get it. Okay. They are there to entertain, sure. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I guess if he's putting in no effort, sure. But like, he didn't. I feel like that was a conversation he could have had behind closed doors, though. He didn't have to bring it to the internet. Now he's gonna be feeling like, like, no, Kai acting like I'm a terrible employee. He's trying to little bro me like, if you want to be lazy, bro, then leave, get out. And then you're trying to do that in front of the whole internet. You could have just done it behind closed doors and let Ray just say, come out and say, oh, yo, Ray can't be here right now. He had something to take care of. Like, you know.
Is the fact that everybody is not like engaged. I just feel like throughout the whole thing, you feel me, with Mafiathon 2, everybody did everything. So like with every segment, everybody was there. I feel like this one, like obviously Reggie's sick and I guess other people get sleepy, but like when celebrities come, nobody be there. Like
this one can be chalked up to internal issues.
Because they really don't care about the celebrities.
And this is ultimately a very, very big thing.
Because those celebrities aren't even that entertaining, bro. Like they're just out there to plug their shit. They don't care about the celebrities. They probably don't even know them the way Kai does. Because Kai strikes me as a person, he grew up watching Disney Channel and everything and stuff, but shit, I don't think them niggas did. Like, bro, let's be real.
What's at stake here? I mentioned it in the Clover Boys videos, but a lot of their revenue is still tied to Cenat. So if you do have to put up with this for 30 days, albeit an extremely hard task, I think it goes very much under the radar how hard this is. This is an extremely hard task, but you do have to perform. Otherwise, I don't know, being expelled from this type of community is not very forgiving, to be quite honest with you. We've seen streamers fall off because they did not take things seriously at the time, and it ultimately backfired on them in the long run. Now, one of the elephants in the room to be addressed, and y'all probably might not like my opinion on this, but this conversation about Cenat having Mafiathon 3 really be Begathon 3.
I ain't gonna lie, we can literally go for 500,000 right now. Deals. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they hit 500K right now, sleep outside, 500K right now. We also lost
water beds, nigga.
500K. Oh my God, water beds. Water beds.
Bro, Kai is fuck. Yo, just wrap up this subathon now, bro. Nah. He's getting desperate, bro. He's getting desperate.
Is he desperate though? No, come on, man. There's a goal he's trying to achieve, and he's saying, yo, if we can get 500K, we'll go crazy. We'll do some crazy shit. That's what everybody does though, trying to level up. It's like, okay, let's put stakes on it. If we can get to this number, we'll drop a new video. If we can get to this number, we'll do this crazy stuff. And it motivates people to add more. Why are we calling it begging all of a sudden? Because he's at a higher spot now. Like he's up there, so now you find a way to. It's like, yo, why are you being greedy? You got enough, bro. He had a goal for the subathon. He's trying to get there. I think people are taking the piss with that one. I don't know.
You like that term? Taking a piss? I think that's a UK slang or something.
Added that to my bag.
Yo, this is the worst subathon ever. I ain't gonna lie, the first subathon, that shit hit different. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, Kai, bro, wrap it up, bro. This is just a begathon at this point, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
I generally don't like this sentiment, and I investigated where it all originated from. At a certain point in time in the Mafiathon, the timer started to dwindle low. Now, that's something that I've never seen before, and it can also be seen as an indictment as to what's going on with Cenat and the whole Mafiathon experiment this go around. Like, normally, I've never seen a streamer's timer go low and they had to cancel it, but in order to continue for the stream to go on, Cenat had to pull in some tactics, you know, some big brain level tactics in order to get the ball rolling.
I'm matching subs right now. I owe y'all 1,500 out of what? 6,000. We almost there. I gave y'all 10 minutes for subs, and I had to match y'all. Welcome to.
Wait, what? Cenat is now matching subs by gifting himself whatever the viewers gift. Why? That's kind of weird. No. Why are you adding to your own subs? That's kind of weird.
I gave y'all 10 minutes for subs, and I had to match y'all. Welcome to Steals and Deals. Doing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are at the final hour of the subathon. Technically not the final hour of the subathon. This ends at day 30 if the timer goes off. If that timer hits 0, I'm repeating to everybody. If that timer hits 0, chat, the stream ends. But if it don't hit 0, it continues. Each sub is 3 seconds, but y'all about to use a power hour, which for a whole entire hour, the seconds of a sub are doubled.
And he's had to introduce those tactics
3 seconds
throughout the stream in order to extend the length of how long the subathon goes, which again, a lot of people would look into and say, yo, this is a test.
I can see how people could trip about that, because it's like, yo, if we don't got the money, we don't got the money. Don't be trying to force us to get you all these subs, man. Like, yeah, I do see like the begging for subs thing, man. It's like, yo, just, do you really need the subs a lot bad, bro? I get you wanting to hit the next level, cement your spot and stuff like that, man. It does start to seem a little beggy when it's like, oh, you're trying to introduce all these tactics to make us do this. You're like, oh, hit this sub limit or we end the stream. I don't like things like that though. It's like, I prefer, from what I said earlier, is that I prefer get to this certain level and we're gonna add something new. We're gonna add something more. Don't be like, oh, if you don't get this amount of subs, we're taking this away. Those are two very different things, and they have two very different outlooks and impacts on people's lives. Like, if you're saying you're gonna take it away, it's like, that's where it's like, yo, you're begging. Now you're trying to force me to do this shit as an ultimatum type shit. But it's like, okay, if you guys can hit this sub level, we're gonna add a little extra feature. It's like, okay, cool, okay, I want to see that shit happen. Let's get these numbers up. Come on, guys. Two different things. And like, yeah, that one that Kai was just saying with the timer going down is gonna end the stream. I didn't like that.
The minutes to it going down. This feels like he's begging. This feels like etc. etc. I think that this is just an indictment on streaming culture.
Feels like an ultimatum.
The crux of a lot of
I hate ultimatums.
Quote unquote begging culture.
Because I'm stubborn.
Unquote. He's a live entertainer. This goes to a good cause. And ultimately, if you have an issue with just like the general notion of donating to a streamer as a whole, I think that that's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't overall, you know, say that this whole thing is a begathon, because if that theory exists, then isn't every subathon a begathon? I think one of the biggest indictments and criticisms criticism that I have, and these are my personal beliefs,
But
the
that
other ones
tactic,
are, those
though,
of others, is that
little
there
biggie.
is an authenticity problem when it comes to streaming. And I think that once you veer away from that, especially when it comes to content creation, you run into this issue where people are not feeling connected with the content creator anymore, which is the reason why they consumed you. It's the reason why they cut the cords. It's the reason why they turned off cable TV, is because everything felt inauthentic, overproduced. It felt like a television show. It was ultimately a big place for ads just to be. But the closer and closer you move to that as a content creator, you start to lose that audience that did ultimately gravitate towards that.
That felt like a big sleepover with him and all of AMP, right? You'd always see Duke getting full, Phantom doing his Phantom text every time. I like putting his streams in the background as I work. And those streams kind of reminded me of just the times when I would have sleepovers with my friends. Just do stupid shit back when I was his age, right? So I just feel like those are just some fun times.
Now, would I say is an overall Mafiathon 3 is a failure? No. To be quite honest with you, Cenat is still going and is still on pace to do 1 million subs or whatever his ultimate goal is. It could be plus, viewership, plus followership, plus all these different things. He's on pace to do all those things. And to be honest with you, one way or not, he's gonna get it. I think that people can recognize and probably should be okay with the fact that they might have grown out of some sort of content and maybe that's not for them. But to do the whole like sweeping indictment thing, that's where I kind of probably draw the line. Because for the most part, I feel like this is just a higher produced version of the previous ones, which is ultimately the end goal. I think that a lot of content creators start doing content for a couple different reasons, but probably one of the main ones is that they saw something on a big screen and want to replicate it for themselves. And with the capital and ability through brands and sponsorships, if Kai can pull that off, if Duke can pull that off, if I can pull that off, if any content creator can pull that off, they're most likely going to pull that trigger. But do I think that this means that Cenat and streaming as a whole is void of criticism? Absolutely not. I think we have set a dangerous precedent, and this is probably the peak and the pinnacle of what people have been talking about for a long time. And there is a level of streaming fatigue that is just not talked about. I've covered it in another video, so I'm not going to belabor the point here, but there's a mix of a bunch of different problems that is plaguing the streaming community, and it's all coming to head right now. I do wonder what's going to happen in the future subathons. I think FaZe has one coming up next month, and the events to precede this, but it seems like a lot of people are looking to get more grounded with their communities, get into more niche and different spaces, because doing the same things that they've been doing for the past 2 to 3 years has been deemed as burnt out. And I think a lot of people from the viewer side and honestly from the creator side are honestly tired of it. It's starting to feel more like a job and us watching a television show as opposed to, just kicking back with a dude from New York that I could relate to as a dude from Atlanta, Georgia.
It's starting to feel like a job for the viewers. I know it's starting to feel like a job for the streamers. It's probably always been a job, but it didn't feel like it that much because they were just chilling. But now they're doing the most extra shit just so they can stand out. But the viewers though, do they feel like it's a job? Maybe the ones clipping, but no, the viewers are just there to view and consume the content. And criticize. That's literally what the viewers are there for. I don't know if they feel like it's a job or anything, but either way, I get the point of what you say. And yeah, streaming fatigue is something that exists. And Kai, of course, Kai is an amazing streamer, but he's not so good that he can't be criticized, right? Like anybody can be criticized out here. Nobody's perfect. So yeah, there are a few things that he did there that I don't think I liked in particular. And people are saying the Clover Boy situation, they don't really like the Clover Boys. I'm sure there's people out there that do like the Clover Boys and want them to stay. Like it's conflicting ideologies and opinions. You can't please everybody essentially. So honestly, at the end of the day, I like Kai just doing what Kai likes to do, because at the end of the day, you're not sure you have people to entertain and stuff, but don't do it at your own expense. If you're forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, and if you're doing things that you like to do, bro, keep doing what you like to do. That's Kai Cenat being authentically Kai Cenat. And if you rock with it, you rock with it. If you don't rock with it, you can leave. No one is forcing you here. It's as simple as that. But yeah, no, I don't think there's anything more I have to say. I've already said everything I think I needed to say about this video. Good video by Omizi as usual.
That's the end of the video. Turn on post notifications, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. If you want to watch more reactions, it's probably a video that pops up here somewhere, I think. And yeah, without further ado, man, I'll see y'all in the next video. Ayo, Gerald out.